eBay's VeRO program, and I'm doing a takedown notice at the moment, reporting one listing that's using my images to sell their products, which are in competition with my products. How can end users, like your customers, tell the difference between the quality product that you're selling and some cheap knockoff product when the cheap knockoff product is using your image of your product that you took yourself with your camera to sell their knockoff products, or their cheap products, or their inferior products, or their copy products, or their copyright infringing products? Like, how frustrating is it that this happens? I don't know if you've used the eBay interface now, the VeRO interface. It used to be done by emails and it was taking a long time, like about 6 weeks to get a takedown notice, but this is actually happening quite fast. I had a takedown in like the same day last week, a couple of the takedowns that I did. I found there was a business here using my image here, this orange van, that's my image, that was taken outside my workplace to sell their products. And this one is not a Chinese listing. Apparently it's a made in Britain listing. This might be a Chinese one. I took a few screen grabs of the different people using my image. This orange one, the small round hole on this one, this whole big van, that's outside my unit. Apparently UK stock, sale, and that's my image. That's my image on our website taken outside our unit, and these are other listings using my image to sell their products. So I've done some successful takedowns last week where we did get rid of the product listings, or we got rid of the image from there. Seems like the listing is still active now, but at least they're not using my picture to sell their products. Onto the eBay VeRO thing, I've selected the images that are on the listing. I've already filled out a report. So I think this is good to go to select. If I go to edit the report, I can show you that I'm selecting what's the intellectual property protected, where, so United Kingdom, country, United Kingdom, registration number for the image. We don't need it in the UK. The cameraman, basically you get automatic copyright protection when you take the picture. You as the cameraman get the copyright protection, or the business owning the, paying the photographer by assignment of rights, but you automatically get it. So I don't need to put that in. I just put not applicable. It's UK copyright, it's automatic, and it's unregistered. So that's it. I've put a link to my website showing that image in the gallery on the website, which is clear for them to see. They can follow that link. I just dropped that in the web browser there, and you can see that image clearly on my website of that van, and you can sort of skip through the other images on the gallery album there. It's clearly my image, that van, all the tree, all the reflections in the image are so recognizable. Like you see all this like reflections of the tree, reflections of the building. They have cropped it in the way that they've been using it, but it's clearly my image. So if I carry on there with my takedown notice, describing the details of the copyright. So I've gone in here. I'm actually been using Chat GPT for helping me with this. It's actually really useful, and I'm telling it what I'm trying to do. I'm putting in the image source of where the image come from on my website. I'm putting the infringing listing, and it's writing me a report. So I'm using that report, and then I'm basically copying that and pasting that in on the eBay takedown notice. Then I'm also getting the message to the seller, which I'm going to put in through the eBay report as well, to let them know that although this is a takedown from eBay, this does not mean that they are cleared from using the responsibility that they've used my image, that I could actually carry on and take legal proceedings directly towards them separately as well. But for the moment, it's just a case of getting this listing. So that's the message to the seller, which has gone into there as well. And then a link to where the product is again, where the image is again on my website. So confirm. So it's okay to submit because I've done the report, and then I've clicked on here and I've selected the specific images that are infringing it. So it means I'm good to go. Okay, to submit. Hang on, there's ticket, tick, and submit, make the declaration. Confirm, and that's it, done. So the whole thing is very frustrating, and this might take, I mean, hopefully this only takes a day or a couple of days to actually get this takedown notice done, to get the seller to, or get the listing removed, and then the seller will have to remove those images from it. It might pop up again, but it was really bad before when it's 6 weeks for the takedown, and then they pop up a new listing, and then it takes 6 weeks to get that listing done. I did have some success actually going after some of the Chinese listings. What I would also do is a cease and desist letter, but I feel like, yeah, the Chinese are probably not going to take notice doing a cease and desist letter directly to the Chinese. But actually, what I did was I found their EU representative on the eBay listing, and I did the cease and desist to their Chinese's European representative. And it turned out that actually they couldn't take down the listing quick enough when they found that it was infringing design rights that I have when I have a design registered of my product, and there was a Chinese company ripping it off. They were copying my instruction manual. They had copied the product. They got my words, my images, my hands in their instruction manual. It was absolutely shocking. Like, the behavior of it is just absolutely ridiculous. And it's so difficult. You know, if you're a UK business doing good stuff, you're making quality products, you're putting all the time and effort into the research and development, and then you've got all these people like just ripping off your designs, ripping off your products, ripping off your images to sell what are their ripped off, their products which are ripping off your design. Is like absolutely frustrating. This is our products, Sussex Installations. That's our orange picture, and that's the orange van, our picture with our product being used, and that's our listing. And we've got the Made in Britain logo, which we're authorised to use. We've also got additional parts like our stealth trap, which is included in the listing. And this is all quality, in-house made. And I designed this stuff like with perfection for all the studs to be in the exact place, so it's like easy for the installer to fit. We make all the instructions which are step by step, which is make it so easy to fit, like in comparison. And it's not for another company to go and rip off all my hard work, for all our hard work as a business, for the quality products that we manufacture here, and stick them online using our images, and in some cases using my instruction manual with my words and my pictures, even saying this instruction is the copyright and belongs to Sussex Installation Team Limited, and they're writing that, leaving it there. And I've bought that off of eBay in the past. It's just absolutely ridiculous. So if you guys are up against it as well, if you're fighting against people copying your products, if you're fighting against people using your images, violating your copyright for your images, whether it's your intellectual property in terms of your design rights, or whether it's your patents or your trademarks, like, I wish you good luck, because right now in the UK, it's difficult to do a good job with all these people like being able to rip you off. Like, apparently being able to rip you off, and you're having to work so hard to try and stop that. Very, very frustrating. But I have found ChatGPT is actually very helpful and very useful in doing cease and desist. You, as the business owner, can do a cease and desist yourself. You don't actually need a lawyer to do the cease and desist. You can do it yourself. You can do the takedown notices, but it will take your time. And then obviously if you are going to go and pursue it in court, it will cost you money as well. But hopefully you have a good case and you can win your money back, and you can put a stop to someone else ripping you off. Drop any of your tips in the comments below. Yeah, if you've got any tips on how to protect your intellectual property, if you're going through any experience yourself as a UK seller with people copying your products, using your images, using your intellectual property in competition with you, drop your comments down below. Tell us your story. Tell us what you've been going through. Tell us your tips if you've got any of how to overcome it. and I wish you all the luck. Hopefully the system will change more in our favour and we can get some support from our government to try and stop this from happening and make it easier for people in UK doing good business.
If you're looking for quality van security products, don't take the risk, don't take the gamble, looking at different images online, because there's a good chance they might not be images of the actual product that you're buying. So if you're looking for van security, come to us directly. It's sussexinstallations.co.uk. We are the van security specialist and we'll be the one to give you great quality products and great quality advice. Last thing to say, thanks for watching.